Hey everybody, Deplorable Bobby here. And this is the way I see it. I want to start off by thanking my subscribers for viewing my channel and subscribing to me. And in one small way of thanks, I'm offering 2 free silver bars to any subscriber who leaves a comment on any videos in the month of May. One comment. That's all you have to get your name in the hat. So subscribers, this is my way of saying thank you. Today I want to talk about a little deal out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Department of Children and Family Services has launched a public awareness campaign about youth sex trafficking because 99 confirmed cases of child trafficking were uncovered in 2018 in Wisconsin. The actual number of the trafficking cases is believed to be much higher because many incidences are never reported. The largest cities and the smallest towns are affected by child and human trafficking. But most people either ignore the problem or just uninformed. On the topic, I'll be honest with you. I don't even know how people can live their life and never know anything about child trafficking existing. It's crazy. Several of my own family turn a blind eye and don't entertain the notion that child abuse or child sex trafficking is a real threat in our neighborhoods and towns. They simply don't want to hear about it, even though at least one family member, I say that lightly, he married into the family, molested one of my nieces, or at least he attempted to. So people, it happens everywhere. It happens in everybody's family at one point or another, it seems. I hope that's not the case for your family. I will say that this individual in my family did the right thing, and he committed suicide before he had to go to trial, and I think that was probably the best thing. Milwaukee is rapidly catching up with the larger cities like Atlanta. Atlanta is a major hub for sex trafficking, and now with Milwaukee seems to have caught up with Atlanta. 340 known cases of sex trafficking children has been reported in the last 4-year period in Milwaukee. Milwaukee ranks extremely high on the FBI's human trafficking sting list. Court cases have revealed that some traffickers participated in something called the Pimps Roundtable. These pimps met to discuss how to make prostitution of women and children more profitable. I believe that any child that's found to be involved in a commercial sex act or any sex act as a child should be immediately referred to the sensitive crime unit for investigation and not just left to sit on the table. Group homes are the largest contributors to child sex trafficking, and they seldom report the kids missing because in Milwaukee you have to walk down or drive down to the police station and you have to fill out a report there at the station, and a lot of these group home people just don't want to do that, so they don't report it. Real quick, out of Indianapolis, Indiana, 2 circuit court judges, Brad Jacobs and Drew Adams, were gunned down outside of a White Castle restaurant in Indianapolis. The 2 judges were there attending a judicial conference. The judges were shot in the parking lot of the White Castle restaurant after an argument with strangers. Police say that several judges were having a night on the town, visiting several bars until the judges found that the Gentlemen's Club, the Red Garter, was closed. So I guess we had a bunch of judges out there bar hopping. They're people too. Personally I don't bar hop, but I know people who do, and I guess it's okay for them. I used to do it years ago, but I got out of that. The judges went to the White Castle restaurant where they got into an argument with strangers before they were shot. Of course, the shooter fled and police have no suspects. So we got two bar-hopping judges getting into a fight and getting themselves shot in Indianapolis. I guess that's some of the people we have on our court benches. I want to touch on another topic right quick. I want to talk about police officers. 85,000 police officers have been disciplined nationwide in the last decade, according to an investigation by USA Today. Officers have beaten members of the public. They have planted evidence on members of the public. And they've used their position as a police officer to harass women. They've lied. They've stolen drugs. They've driven drunk while on the job. And they've abused their wives or partners. This is 85,000 officers, people. That's a lot of police officers. Men and women of law enforcement swore an oath to protect and serve their communities, and they generally avoid being scrutinized for their misdeeds. Police department records are filed away somewhere, or the records just disappear, and the public never hears the truth about these crimes by police. Records obtained from state agencies, prosecutors, police, and sheriff's department detail at least 200,000 incidents of misconduct and crimes against the public. Some 3,000 police officers have been decertified in 44 states. Well, I got a question for you. If they uncovered 200,000 incidences of crime and misconduct by police officers, that's just the ones they uncovered. And as always, it's just the tip of the iceberg, people. There are many, many more instances of these type of actions by police officers that never get reported. So these numbers can't be right, but they're high even though they're inaccurate. 2,924 officers were charged with excessive force. 3,145 raped or child molestation. 2,307 cases of domestic violence. 2,207 cases of perjury and witness tampering. 418 instances of obstructing justice, and 2,500 have been investigated by Human Resources, or 10 or more charges. Well, 20 had over 100 criminal charges but kept their badges right up until retirement. No punishment. Georgia and Florida have decertified thousands of police officers for their crimes, but other states are doing very little to get these criminal police officers off the force. Maryland decertified only 4 officers over the same time period. Officers are public servants. They are police in our name, and they protect us. The number of corrupt policemen is staggering, to say the least, and in no way were these numbers accurate. The true numbers would astound the public. The majority of crimes by police are never reported or covered up by the police. People, I just wanted to bring you all of that information. It was all fresh off the news today. I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Pray for our children. Pray for each other. I'm Deplorable Bobby, and this is the way I see it. And I'll see you later.